Melbourne. If you want a tennis opinion, find a bald guy who prefers fist bumps to handshakes, has written a book called Winning Ugly which sits in my bookshelf, talks for a living now which is fitting for silence is not his thing, and once coached a couple of dudes named Agassi, Roddick and Murray. I find Brad Gilbert in the ESPN studio in Melbourne, full of energy and knowledge, and of course you have to ask him about Stefanos Tsitsipas. Impressed, Brad? By what? First thing, the first game of the match. Out of nowhere, second point, time violation, and then he loses a first serve. So the way that he had to keep his composure when things could have got away from him. What I liked best about him, what I saw in Canada, in 2018 where he beat Dominic Thiem, Novak Djokovic, Kevin Anderson, Alexander Zverev, and what I watched of him at Junior Wimbledon, is his ability to play a lot like Fed. He takes first ball and comes in, he comes forward and takes time away from you, and he has a game plan that he believes in and he executes. And his movement for 6'5" is awesome. Tsitsipas stands out for his style, for his willingness to explore the court as a whole. All the guys now that are young, says Gilbert, from Denis Shapovalov to Alex de Minaur to Alexander Zverev, Daniil Medvedev, Karen Khachanov, all of them are baseliners. This guy has more of an all-court game. He comes to the net and he's confident coming forward. He doesn't serve and volley, but he came to the net 68 times. He's 20, what's he going to be like at 25? He's only going to get better, he's only going to get stronger. Gilbert used to be a coach and I wonder what he looks for in young players, what parts he values more than others. First of all, I look at technique. Is the technique consistent? Are there any flaws in it? And now what immediately jumps out more than ever is movement. If you can't move at a high level, you better have the biggest weapons ever. Look at Djokovic, look at Rafa, look at Murray, look at Fed, all of them in different ways can move incredible. I don't think that you can be a great player in the men's unless you move incredible, so, then how do tennis players compare with other sports when it comes to athleticism? They're right there. I was sitting next to an NFL football player at the US Open a couple of years ago. He was watching Rafael Nadal and he said if Rafa grew up in the States he'd be a superstar in football. If he wasn't playing tennis, hell, maybe he'd be Cristiano Ronaldo. That's the level of what you see. One of the topics on this Monday has, of course, been Federer, who has said he will play the clay season, which immediately led to a flurry of opinion. Gilbert just shakes his head and says, he's earned the right to do whatever he wants, whatever he does, he's doing it because it's right for him.